who was sort of playing a bit part role, really, coming off the bench, wasn't so involved. Suddenly 15 goals, and just as Jamie Vardy starts to struggle to find the net, he steps forward, and it's no surprise he was the story again today.
As he said to Des, he loves the FA Cup and the FA Cup loves him, and it was, a bit fortuitous the way the ball fell to him, but the run from Vardy, questionable defending Rio, wasn't it? But the pace of Vardy was brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, the movement, it's a great ball. He just teases the ball down the line, really. It's lovely ball off the left foot there. You think he's coming to feet. The opposite movement from Vardy, the defender buys it completely and is left on the halfway line. Then it's a struggle to get back because Vardy's one of the quickest around. And yet, fortuitous, as Sav said there, but you've got to be there to complete and finish. And the composure once the ball comes back to him. There's only one place it was going with the confidence that he's in. But it's great movement here to just stun the run, step out again. Beautiful. Defenders do not come out to mark centre forwards when they do that. They run into the goal and they then take a step out. A defender always gets left in the 6-yard box at that point.
And there was a few occasions, wasn't there, that we saw it in the first half. They got him down sort of that same side. It's good play from them, and as you say, Rio, defenders almost want to run into the 6-yard box expecting that square ball across. Good cutback from Vardy and good movement from Iheanacho, and a little bit fortunate.
What should Benedict do there on the right hand side? Why is he going parallel with Vardy out on that right hand side? A defender there, what's he got to do?
Yeah, he's gambled to go in to win the ball. He thinks Vardy's coming to feet, but Vardy's cute. He's run to feet and just allowed it to run across his body. As a defender, he's got to expect Vardy wants to go backwards. Allow him to say yes, receive it, and then I'll come to you to push you backwards. Last thing you want is to run back towards your own goal, because look, here he is. Why are you going straight in there? He should slow down, allow him to feet, but don't let him turn and face you. Make him go backwards. He does the worst of all of the outcomes there, which allows him to run in behind.
And in terms of that deflection, it just comes to the defender too quickly.
Yeah, that's not a defender's fault. We've been there all ourselves, haven't we?
Exactly. It's an attempt from Iheanacho. He gets very fortunate. It comes straight back to him again. But you could say going through Bertrand's legs. But, it was the crucial goal that made the victory for Leicester City.
Well, let's talk about the final then. How do you fancy their chances? They've beaten Chelsea already this season.
It's going to be tough. I think Thomas Tuchel's side have, kept 14 clean sheets in 19. Difficult to break down, obviously. Could be Jamie Vardy's 13th round if he starts or plays in the game. He's competed in the FA Cup, which is quite remarkable. But, Leicester will have an opportunity. I personally think it will be a better final Chelsea-Leicester than it would have been Chelsea-Southampton, but even though...
Robbie would, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think it will be in terms of,
quality.
Leicester are 20 points ahead of Southampton in the league, not been out the top 4 all season. So I think as a competitive FA Cup final, we don't want to see when Man City beat, was it Watford 6 or 7-0, do you remember, not long ago? I'm not saying it would be that fan if Southampton had got there. I think it would be a more competitive final.
Do you know what? It's just so important now how you finish the season. Yeah. I mean, both them two teams, Leicester and Chelsea, are fighting for Champions League places, so they've got to try and hit a bit of form anyway. But it's almost like you forget where they are now form-wise. If it was tomorrow, you'd say Chelsea are be favourites to win, based on their Champions League exploits and what they've done against City the other day. But it'll fast forward to the end of the season, the weekend of the final coming round, form will be very different between these sides. Injuries, suspensions, individual players form as well. So there's so much to happen between now and then. That's the exciting part as well.
I think Leicester would have rather have played Chelsea in the final than Man City, even though they went to the Etihad and won 5-2. I think if Leicester, the winners of this would have rather played Chelsea, even though on the great run of form and could win the Champions League. But I think a Pep side in an FA Cup final, you'd rather face Chelsea.
For sure. Yeah.
So how do you reflect on Southampton's season as a whole as we sit here now? The FA Cup run is over. Admittedly, it was impressive all the way to the semi-final. League form, though, is once again we've had a 9-0. They've really struggled since Christmas. As a season as a whole, how do you rate it?
At this moment in time, it's a disappointing one because we've not reached the final and we've had a performance, not so much the performance, but we haven't made the best of the opportunity that we had here today. There's work still to be done in the Premier League. I mean, the ambitions are to finish much higher than where we are in the table at the moment, but and there's a few tough games still to play for Southampton in the remaining games, so it'll be very much like get the job done this season with the focus of coming back and improving next year. OK, well, let's quickly get the thoughts, actually, of the manager. Ralph Hasenhüttl has joined Des, so let's go there now.
Ralph, that's a tough blow. I mean, it always is when you lose at a semi-final stage. But what did you make of the performance?
I think we left everything on the pitch today, what was possible for us. But we had no shot on target, 6 shots in total, and I think it was in total in the whole game only 1 shot on target. That was just a goal, and this first shot was also not really on target because it normally was 5-6 yards beside the goal, and yeah, he hit our player, and then it was a little bit unlucky how we conceded the goal. We tried to be aggressive, we tried to keep them away from our goal. We know their qualities, and had a lot of work to do to keep pressure on them. And we didn't have a lot of chances, to be honest, in the final third. We had 1-2 good moments, I think, where we can get more, but this is not enough when you want to win.
You seem to come out in the second half with a lot more intensity and a higher press, and then Vardy got behind it. That was the issue, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, this is that he's quick, we know, but still we could defend it. It was then the second shot on the goal what killed us today. No, I must say the guys really invested a lot today. We wanted to take the chance. We knew that we were the underdog, if you want, but we did everything, and I'm proud for the effort the guys put in today.
And so what is the case for you now for the rest of the season? Are you planning ahead? Are you looking to recruit?
Yeah, sure. We have now a big target is gone, but we have still a few games to go, and we want to put the hands up quickly, because on Wednesday we play against Tottenham, and we must be there again.
Thank you very much, Ralph.
Thanks a lot.
Yep, they need a quick recovery. There's so much to be impressed by when it comes to Southampton. The fact they stuck with their manager when they've had those poor results. He arrived, they were in the bottom three, they were top in the league just a few months ago. They promote youth, but they need to find a way to move on from this position right now. Does that come down to signings, do you think?
Most definitely, yeah. I think we've seen not just Southampton, but a lot of sides with the short pre-season that everybody had. It's a tough one because you've got to try and obviously recruit, have that strength in depth. We've been exposed a little bit, I think, with the injuries and the lack of depth in the squad. So that will be very much a focus during the summer to strengthen and improve, to make us better for next season.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side are unlikely to catch City, but Greenwood's late winner puts a little pressure on their bitter rivals with 6 games left. Greenwood had opened the scoring early in the second half at Old Trafford before James Tarkowski equalised moments later. Greenwood's second made him the joint top-scoring teenager in Premier League history for United, level with Wayne Rooney on 15 goals. Edinson Cavani grabbed the third goal in stoppage time as second-placed United won 6 consecutive Premier League games for the first time since January 2019. Although they have probably left it too late to overhaul City, United are on course for a second-place finish and could still win the first silverware of Solskjaer's reign. They face Roma in the Europa League semi-finals after easing past Granada in the quarter-final second leg on Thursday. United were beaten in 3 of their opening 6 league matches this season, but have lost only 1 of their subsequent 26. Amid talk of United being one of 6 Premier League teams who have agreed to join a proposed European Super League that would replace the Premier League, Solskjaer's team looked far from elite in a scrappy first half. They were fortunate not to fall behind in the opening minute when Chris Wood's header was disallowed for offside after keeper Dean Henderson failed to reach Matt Lowton's cross. Greenwood opened the scoring in the 48th minute with a clinical close-range finish after Bruno Fernandes cleverly dummied Marcus Rashford's pass. The England forward's 4th goal in his last 6 appearances was cancelled out 114 seconds later.